What in the click-clackety duck is up? It is time for the Tier 3 season finale, round 14, title decider between Sven the Man and ex-Robin. In Austria, my name is Allu Pallu, this is F1, and this is Tier 3. Live from your device of choosing here tonight on this fine Sunday evening. And we are set for an exciting race around the Austrian track, the Red Bull Ring. And also, hello, Said. Nice for you to tune in. You excited for the race? While we wait for some of the drivers to join in, this is how we stack up before the final round of this season. So, actually we haven't got the post stewards, so we'll just have to stick to what we've got. Anyway, Sven the Man picking up the win famously at Silverstone last week. And currently has 185 points, whereas Robin behind him, finishing only 6th, has 168 points. So 17 points is the deficit. And that would mean, I think, well, Robin needs to win tonight in order to keep his title hopes alive, but I think Sven should finish only 6th in order to clinch the title. No, actually 6th. Then it would be surefire, because if Robin picks up the win and the fastest lap, I don't know. We'll do the math later, as we're just about set to start the final qualifying of the season. So only 12 drivers tuning in for this final round. It should make Sven's job on finishing or wrapping up the title race a whole lot easier, but we will see. And of course, with Austria being one of those tracks where it's pretty common to have rain. We will see in just a minute. And rain we indeed have, for the qualifying at least. And it's looking rather heavy. Will we see inter tires even once the drivers go out on the qualifying session? And I've just got a confirmation, it will be rain throughout. So that will definitely create a factor, as the title will be decided in the wet. And the first car around the track seems to be a Haas. We will see which tires he's got on. It would seem that we will have inter conditions. Jesus Christ, my controller is going crazy. And it is actually the Haas of Major, and we do have Inter tires in play. So Inter tires is the tire of choosing, at least for Major. Out goes the Alpha Tauri, and I think that is Sven, because Salty Pepe isn't here tonight. And Major going all sorts of wide, probably trying to warm up those intermediate tires for these intermediate conditions. Good thing it isn't full wets, because then it would be all random generated, the grid. Puma, interestingly, has soft tires fitted on his car. And into the pits heads Major, so maybe the Inter tire wasn't the correct choice. But here is your current championship leader. The man who has all the cards in hand to pick up the Tier 3 title this season, Sven the Man. Currently rocking the intermediate tires as well in the Alpha Tauri. And Sven, to be honest, only needs a solid performance, nothing special even. So 6th position, if Robin wins, 6th position will be enough for him to clinch the title. And Sven will be taking us through a lap around the Red Bull Ring. After that very fast first corner, taking 4th gear in the dry conditions, downhill and then back uphill to wrap up the first DRS zone into the hairpin. Sven gets the apex nicely, and then another hard acceleration uphill for the second of the DRS straights, if you will. Braking under the Pirelli sign, drop down into 3rd, maybe 2nd gear in these wet conditions, and then try to open up the throttle as fast as you can for this little straight, and then the double left-hander, which is also very fast. A very fast lap it is around Austria, and that particular corner we just saw Sven do there is very slippery for the rears. Coming on to the last final 2 corners, the double right-hander, which is also extremely fast. And Sven the Man will set the pace with a 12.4 is the first lap. First time lapped of the session. Let's see who else are out there. So Puma, trying to be all brave and stuff with the soft tires, has set a purple sector, but will those softs be? Will he have the grip? It would seem that he doesn't have any grip on acceleration there. But we will look ahead towards Jay O'Leary, who is not the first to be on the lap. I think it's the 2 Alpines starting a lap side by side. I think it's MBMA actually, who's actually behind Puma. Hopefully Puma doesn't block him now that he's got all the wrong tires on. And actually Luke is about to cross the line. Let's see where Luke Bayus end up. Luke Bayus has finished well in the races earlier and sets a 13.4. And Puma should be pitting but isn't. He's gonna set a lap of some sort, but it's gonna be so slow. And there's actually yellow flags for Sven, who I think slowed down there, but he has got a lap on board, so no harm done there. Jay O'Leary comes across the line with a 13.4 as well. MBMA heads on to the pits, and the next cars around the track will be our Alpine pairing of Osvaldo and Benny, from which Benny is the first across the line. Benny being the very unlucky driver in the Silverstone race, TV turning off, spinning out of the race with damage. And Benny is your new pole sitter with 12.2. New fastest time. Osvaldo heads into the pits, and that's his run done and dusted. Here's Jamie now. Jamie also being a very fast driver in the wet conditions, especially around Baku. And Jamie goes 3rd with a 12.5. Here's the Aston pairing. Teacher with a 13.1 goes 4th fastest. And Arctic with a 13.8, not as successful as his teammate. Luke improves on his position to go 4th fastest. What about Sven then? This is a bit easier qualifying to watch, as there is no pit stops in between, but the driver's trying to improve the conditions. Sven now across the line with an 11.9. for the new fastest lap. And here's Robin's response. What can he do? 12.4 for Robin only, so 5/10 behind of him after the first run, but plenty of road still to go. Little under 11.5 minutes still to improve, and the track is improving lap by lap. And at the moment, I don't see any deterioration on the conditions, so and Jamie's also improving on his second lap, looking to set a lap around somewhere in the second, maybe. Jamie goes second with a 4/10 improvement to set a 12.1. The Aston Martin pairing heads into the pits. What about Luke then? Luke is only starting a lap.